It's just the normal thing that we see.
What's that?
Oh, it's the same game. God.
Y'all just take this over. I'm gonna work on getting the link.
Do you not have the link?
I need to make a new one because we started a new stream.
Oh.
I'm talking about the links, the stream link.
Oh. Same game, isn't it? I don't remember.
I don't know. Commentate. Say something.
I don't remember if this is the same game or not. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't seem right though. That's well, like, what does it do?
21 subs to fork on E3. However, it still allows to play knight E3.
Yeah, you can
After
still play
knight E3, after knight E3, he plays a D4.
You could have just played Rook F3 if you wanted.
Rook F3 is probably what he should have played.
Yeah, Rook F3.
Yeah, Rook F3 just seems very solid, and then if Queen H4, you just play Rook H3.
It also accomplishes something in the future that could be useful, like Rook lifting.
Yeah, it's not certain that Rook E1's a good. It's not certain the Queen wants to be on E1 because I would say. Also, this allows to take on F4 and put a knight on E5. This is the other thing it allows. Probably Rook F3 is better because Rook F3 you still want to play E5. Knight C5 is played, which I don't really like. I don't think Knight C5 is very good.
No, it doesn't do it.
Well, Knight C5 tries to grab the bishop pair, which I understand. But I think there's more pressing things to do.
Also, that bishop isn't good. Because now we can actually play Rook F3.
Now Rook F3 is possible.
Wait,
you can't save the bishop, so you shouldn't try.
Who has the DGT link? Do you just want to play the moves?
It's the same link.
Yeah, but like, I'm just wondering if I should have like the DGT on my phone or like the chat or something.
I have the link on my phone. Evan's been doing the moves.
Okay, so
yeah, I have the DGT on the side.
Yeah, I can see it on my screen because I split my screen.
Evan, if you just want to do the moves, that's great. If you want to, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so Knight C5 was just played. Is the stream up? Do we even?
Yeah, stream's up.
Right.
I think it's.
Knight
Let me
C5
just
is
see.
not. All right. So far, both players have played relatively well. Although I would say Black has missed a couple chances. Knight C5, I wouldn't regard as a particularly good move. This bishop on B3 is sort of shut out by the pawn on D5. So I don't see a good reason to try and get this bishop. The knight can be from D7 can and should be improved, but I don't think C5 is the way to do it.
Yeah.
And I also don't think it should actually be moved right away. I think a much better way to improve the knight would be to put the knight on G4, put it on E3. You can play D4. You don't have to, but you can. That's one idea. I'm not sure how good it actually is. It allows capturing on E6, but you would take with a rook. And actually, that looks quite good for Black, because Black's going to get a kingside attack really quickly if you take, and then I play rook G6 and G2. So that's very good for Black.
Wait, was Knight C5 played?
Yeah, Knight C5 was played.
That was the last move.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I think Black should consider this. You know, the engine really hates this move. Wow.
Yeah, we suck at chess.
Yeah, I was thinking, what happens if 93, rook F3, and possibly D4? So this is like equality.
That's what I saw. This is what I saw, but what's better than
Oh, this is the problem. This is, I think, the problem. Maybe this knight F1 move. Maybe not knight F1 because the engine hated that, but I don't know. I don't understand this game. Maybe F5. Actually, F5 looks annoying because I can't play rook G6 anymore. Yeah. I haven't played chess in a week.
Jorge did play F5.
Yeah, F5.
Yeah,
I'm
having some issues, but it's whatever. Basically, it's the same problem we were having on Discord, where it's not like updating the moves when I'm on like one thing.
On the stream?
On the analysis boards. When I'm on the analysis board, it doesn't update the DGT, and that's probably vice versa.
Oh, Lord.
So we might just have to get rid of the DGT.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and then we'll just have to like communicate what was actually played.
Right. And we can probably manage that.
Yeah, we can do that. And we can still keep the clocks on. Let me just Y'all can keep going at it. I'm just gonna edit this.
F5, I think, is rather nice. It kicks the bishop off of its essentially only good square. It separates the defense off the knight on g4, although that would matter if my queen was on d1 instead of e1. So f5 is good. You can't save the bishop on b3, so you shouldn't really try. You should just do something else.
Just an FYI, you may be able to keep the DGT board, and I'll let you know when they play, and you can click back onto it in the back.
That sounds like a nightmare, bro. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You just have to click it. Just split your screen and click it.
It's not that easy, bro.
Our screens are split. Just split it and then click it.
If it's all right. Mouse's board by itself is all good.
Well, you gotta move bishop d7.
Bishop d7 is probably the right retreat. Bishop c8 is worth considering to play b6 and bishop a6, but I think it's unnecessary. Although bishop on d7 doesn't really do anything, so I would actually heavily consider bishop d8.
How do I unrotate?
We got queen g3. I can't tell if this is Jorge's prep or if Jorge's just playing fast. I don't think this is
playing fast. Just playing fast.
They're both playing pretty fast.
Yeah.
Queen g3. Queen g3 is not bad.
Bro, I tilted Ethan's camera. I have no idea how to change it back.
Queen g3 is not really my first choice, though. Yeah, I'm not sure I would actually consider queen g3. I understand it. I probably just wouldn't play it.
Oh, there we go.
I should probably put other pieces in front of my queen if I'm going to checkmate white or black. So here...
Andrew has black, right? And Jorge has white?
Yeah, Andrew has black. Yep. Yeah, this is definitely a position Andrew would like to have. The position's really imbalanced, and both players could probably lose this.
He's also just going to win the bishop and get the bishop pair whenever he wants.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. There are some cases where he doesn't actually take that bishop because that bishop's pretty bad, and that knight on c5 is pretty good.
I'm realizing they probably don't see the moves, so I'm going to have to hurry up on this, but yeah. All right, we're just going to have to settle. All right.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of worked this out last minute, so people who are watching are just going to have to enjoy what there is.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I should defend my knight or if I should not defend my knight. Essentially asking if inducing h3 is a good idea.
Yeah. You got knight f6, yeah.
Yeah, knight f6 is solid. I was considering h5.
Yeah, h5, but then h3, and then what's the knight doing? Going back anyways?
Right. I was trying to figure out if it's good to induce h3 or not. And no, I think knight f6 is the right call. h5 is also queen h3 to hit the h pawn.
Yeah.
Now the e4 pawn's under a lot of pressure, and you're threatening to win it. So now white has to do something about that.
I just want to see real quick what happens. I haven't been caught up to speed, so... Okay, so it's a Vienna, sort of. Yeah, black got d5 in, got this pin, so there's obviously this threat. So he defends it, attacks pawn, defends pawn.
Knight e2 seems odd to me.
Yeah, I thought knight e2 seemed odd too, because you could just wait till they play d4, right?
Just like yeah, because d4 is a commitment from black that maybe he doesn't necessarily want to make. But if he doesn't have to make it, he's not going to.
Yeah, I don't know if the pawn necessarily hangs, but that would kind of worry
the bishop on b4 hangs.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I'm just saying in general. Because, yeah, right. Then he does this. Yeah, bishop e6, f4. Yeah, I think, like, without having looked at I think black was playing pretty solid.
Black's doing relatively fine here. I don't know who I'd prefer, to be honest. In a blitz game...
Yeah.
Actually, I'd probably take black either way.
So was knight f6 played? Is that the game move? Okay, yeah.
Well, there's no easy plan here for white.
Yeah, so you got the queen, but there's like
the queen on
no
G3 is really misplaced.
Yeah, there's no additional attacking resources to like use.
Well, there is,
bishop's blocked.
except his queen's in the way. So he should probably. If it was me, if I had this position, I would probably consider the move queen f3. And if you play like move like a6, I would probably play g4.
Yeah.
This sort of feels like what he has to do for white to get some sort of attack. Whether it's good or not, it's arbitrary.
Yeah, we know Jorge. He ain't doing that.
Jorge's not playing g4.
No, he's
I play. So
just.
But I like the idea of queen f3 and g4. I'm not quite sure how white attacks otherwise. Also, the e4 pawn's under defended. We have knight c3, which knight c3 is good. That seems fine. I don't know. Probably, I think I just prefer black.
Yeah.
Knight c3.
Now actually black has to choose a good plan. I would heavily consider b5. Heavily consider b5 followed by a5. Or if they let me play like b4 and take his e4 pawn, I like that too.
Oh, b5's to invite bishop. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
b5, I mean...
Because I wanted like takes, and this is loose, but if it's protected by the bishop, probably doesn't matter that much.
Well actually, d5 is loose.
Yeah, d5 is loose.
Probably another reason why bishop c8 was good. But I'm wondering if b5, if I can just play b4.
B5,
take on c6, take on c3,
b4.
Take on d7. No, that doesn't work. But I'm wondering if I can just sack a pawn anyway, and then just take, and kick the knight out. Although the knight has the e4
so just
square
bishop
now,
takes
probably
c6.
Not. Yeah, bishop c6. There's knight e4.
Yeah, I don't see why you would sack a pawn there.
I like sacking pawns. I like to tell you.
I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, you get your bishop more open, I guess, but if there's like knight e4, then you just like kind of shut that down, is what I'm saying.
So I think now, I say if you're going to play d4, probably now's the time to play it. And start trying to push on the queen side. Although that makes g4 stronger.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's actually a lot going on. You could take on b3 and then play b5. You could also play b5. I kind of like this line's interesting. b5 takes knight b3 with the intermezzo, and now you take back. This is good for black. This looks very good for black. And in fact, b5 got played.
Wow. b5 is the move.
b5
just like that, Andrew Lane's game plan.
I just saw that variation where you take on b3 for the intermezzo, and then you have avenged. Now this pawn on f5 is really weak. Black has a good center. This pawn on b5 is going to go to b4 to restrict the knight on c3. That looks actually extremely good for black.
I don't think he's taking on e5 though, is he?
Taking on d5?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, he's not taking on d5.
Well, it's difficult for me to see what white does here. Taking on d5 is a mistake because of knight d3, but also I don't know what else you do. Because I'm threatening b4 to win the e4 pawn.
Maybe some knight f3.
Maybe rook ae. Because the threat is to win the e4 pawn. If you take the knight off of c3, e4 drops. So you can play rook ae to defend it. After b4, you do not play knight e2. You play knight d1. And the knight's going to go to f2 to g4. The knight can possibly go to e3, but probably f2 to g4. It's a little loose, but this is actually very concerning for me if I'm white. I'm actually really unsure because A3 is responded to with A5.
Right.
And you have the exact same problem. So I would say this position. I mean, my engine says equal. This is already troublesome for white. White's having some trouble.
White is so cramped. Like, their bishop's doing nothing. Their knight would have to reroute. Both their knights would have to reroute. And, like, yeah. You have this pawn chain, but I'm just not sure, like, how much you can do with it if you don't start to cook something up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think what Jorge is likely to play is, like, some kind of knight f3 attacking this pawn, and he's going to have to calculate what happens when he loses c4 pawn after his knight gets kicked out.
I mean,
well, the problem is if you play knight f3, when I take on e4, it's with tempo on your queen, and then f5 is going to drop very quickly.
We'll have knight e5 first. So knight f3 takes.
Yeah. CD knight e5.
Yeah.
That looks very loose.
I mean, it does.
But it also seems
we have ED.
Okay.
ED
now,
played.
Andrew, if he calculated this correctly, you should play knight b3.
Right, and then takes with the pawn.
Knight b3 is sort of the refutation of this variation. The position opens up, which is good for the bishop. Mm-hmm. And the f5 pawn is weak and is on a white square, which is good for the bishop.
Right.
So, and the bishop's going to get a really nice square on c6 in about 2 seconds. Black in that position, black probably plans to break with e4.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play d4 because that gives away the e4 square essentially forever.
Right.
So you can either attack the f5 pawn or break with e4, or put pressure on the c file. I think they're all good plans for black, and I don't see a good idea for white.
Fair enough.
Because this actually looks really bad for white. If Andrew plays the right move here, because the pawn sack I don't think is very sound, but this intermezzo is very strong.
Right.
I guess you sort of have to be concerned, like, you sort of have to be a little bit concerned about this. But if you do this, I just play this. Actually, the engine doesn't play that. What is the engine doing? It just says this was fine, but it said it had something better.
Queen b6?
Queen B. Oh, I didn't see Queen B6.
Queen B6. He already played Queen B6, by the way.
Oh, you played Queen B6 here.
He played Queen B6 second pawn.
Oh.
Queen B6 is not a pawn.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Queen B6 is also quite strong. Yeah.
There we go.
Sometimes, yeah, actually, I like that. Queen B6 is really nice. Yeah, so
we have this position, right?
No. There's no knight takes. Before, Queen B6 was played here.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the position that just occurred.
Okay.
Which is the same idea, but might be even stronger. It looks scary.
I think this looks trickier.
Yeah.
This looks very tricky for white to handle.
Right. Because, you gotta get out of this, and,
It's not clear. It's not evident right away how you solve this problem.
King H1 seems forced.
Yeah, I mean, you have to defend against this. It's either King H1 or unless you want to play, Queen F2 or something like that.
Queen F2 runs into Knight G4 and you resign.
Yeah, there's also that. Same with Queen E3, I guess?
Queen E3 also runs into Knight G4.
Yeah.
So King H1 was played, which is probably forced.
Makes sense, yeah.
And now we should play Knight B3. He still needs to play it. Because you can't sack the pawn for nothing here. But I like Queen B6. I sort of forgot that my opponent pushed his F pawn. So.
Uh-huh.
All right, Knight takes B3 was played.
Okay.
Now, as a matter of how you take back, Knight takes is very bad because that knight's not doing anything anymore. So probably A takes is best. Yep. Maybe Knight takes isn't the war. No, Knight takes is pretty bad. Yeah, I keep trying to make it work, but it just doesn't. So Black's gonna have to defend his E5 pawn properly while also defending his D5 pawn. But if he does that accurately and then plays E4, Black is going to be cruising.
Yeah.
So objectively, Black's better here.
You're gonna have that big center.
But okay, A takes was played.
A takes, yeah.
And now you should play C takes.
Right.
Yep, he did.
Which he played. And here, yeah, black is to be preferred.
Yeah, the big black
center. Black is a nice center. The knight on c3 is misplaced. The knight on d2 is misplaced. The bishop on d7 is about to come to c6. There's going to be pressure on the c file. This looks wonderful for black. If I am black, if I'm white, I'm probably mad that I got this position.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clear how to proceed. For instance, b4 is coming. If you play b4 yourself, which looks good, you have to have a good response to this move. Which
the engine hates somehow.
Yeah, he just says it's equal, but you have to have a good response here. Probably rook AE, but rook AE can take my b pawn.
Watch knight A2 be the move.
No. Because my idea was to play knight b3, knight c5, but this move just attacks the pawn. If I play rook AE,
this way.
If we trade pawns, I take on b2. Oh, that's sly. That's slick. Queen h4. That doesn't really work.
It doesn't work.
Because when you play g4, I'll take on b4.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to see if that works, but I don't think it does. Yeah.
All right, it's time to play guess the move. What's the move the engine wants? It's gonna be something insane.
Let's just guess. Just keep putting moves on until we find it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh! I saw this. I saw this move when this variation occurs. It's d4. I saw this when Queen d6 is played. It's d4.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because of the pen. I was like, Queen d6 doesn't work as a d4. I put it on the board and forgot.
He's not playing it. I don't believe it.
What, d4?
I don't think he's playing it.
Well, it's if we get here. So, like, if before Queen d6, d4...
Yeah, I don't know if White's going to play b4, honestly. Like...
b4 to play knight b3, knight c5 looks quite good. I'm wondering how to not allow that, actually, now.
You talking about as black?
Probably bishop c6. And after knight b3, you just play e4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just ignore it. So, like, if b4, I'm wondering if I play bishop c6, knight b3, I can break me. Okay, engine doesn't like e4 for probably history.
I get some counterplay with, like, queen d6 or something like that.
I think it's probably just knight c5 is too strong.
Yeah.
Well, maybe knight d7. This seems passive to me.
Isn't there f6 after knight d7?
Oh my god, it's d4. d4, knight e4 loses a pawn, and then you play e4. Well, not e4 immediately, you play rook or something. Engine.
But
it's actually
never
d4
straightforward,
first.
dude.
He's like,
it's clear. I like this too. This also looks quite.
Yeah. Even if the engine is like going back to equality, it's just you have to find these only moves.
White has to find very precise forms of counterplay.
Yeah, it's just not. This is not going to hold together. A mistake's going to be made soon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even if I'm playing this position, I probably make a mistake.
Yeah.
I'll make a mistake. I think both players are going to. At one point, I think Black's going to give equality or an advantage to White. I think White's going to blunder it back because finding counterplay here, I wouldn't say is easy. But finding progress in a way that doesn't allow counterplay is also not easy. B4.
Right. I think they're just both not going to make good moves. That's the direction we're going.
Ethan, I've seen your games. You shouldn't be talking like that. Yeah, if you play B4, you have to see D4. That's essentially the critical test. To play B4, you have to see D4.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, I don't know what happens after that. D4, knight H4, queen H4. I don't know. That variation's fun. I still want to look at this, actually. This looks fun. B4, queen D6, and D4. I was seeing if I could get away with this move. And then let's say you go here. I would take. Right? And you can't stay in the pen. You can't keep the pen. So you probably have to play this move. Oh, that move's like terrible. Let's say you play this move to keep an eye on the pawn. Well, I can play this now.
Yeah.
Honestly, then you can play this. Maybe not good because of this. Maybe not too good, but it's now. But now this.
Oh, night, yeah. You just sack
and now
the
White's doing good now because the center's overextended. White has pressure. So d4 is quite strong. Yeah, d4 is strong. You have to see that. You have to see a couple things, but I think if you see d4 and see it's good, you probably play b4, because queen d6 to me is the only move that looks very critical of b4.
Yeah.
Other than b4 wasn't played. Other than that, I'm wondering if there's actually any other move here for White. Like if White has a different move that's any good.
So we're in this position before b4. We're like here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is still the game. I don't know what other. I'm struggling to find another move for White that doesn't, because you can't allow b4. If Black plays b4, you're just getting smushed.
Yeah.
Like b4
you have like no counterplay, or very little counterplay, I should say.
Like b4 and then bishop c6, rook e1, e4, d4. Black just starts running you over. And probably after b4, you probably just actually put rook c8 and start putting pressure on c2.
Yeah.
So again, this position actually, if you don't play b4, what else do you play? And I'm not sure.
Maybe think about that kind of stuff.
Queen f3, and when I play b4, you want to take. What if I just play bishop c6?
Well, you take f6 with check.
Huh?
So like queen here, b4 takes bishop c6. You take with check.
I meant bishop c6 before b4. Like queen f3, bishop c6.
Oh, bishop c6 first. Yeah.
That looks incredibly good for White or for Black.
You're probably still going to have to find b4. Oh, I know, no, because then you lose.
b4. Yeah, you play b4. I don't want to play d4 because then you play knight e4. But I can probably play something like queen b7 to play e4, like load it up. For reference, we were talking about this position.
Yeah.
And then here, Black plays b4. And I was considering queen b7. It says all these moves are okay, but not great. It says Black is a better move here. And I'm assuming it's this one, or some sort of pawn sack. All right, we got a move, and it's not, and it's this one. Rook AE. Rook AE, which I don't think is terrible, but what's happening? There we go. We got Rook AE. So
Rook AE1.
I'm thinking just Rook AE.
Yeah.
Just this position.
Oh, just this, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Probably b4.
Wait, we're on the wrong. Oh, yeah, there we go.
b4 looks very natural. It just kicks this knight out. You can also. You could defend e5. I see no reason to do that because b4 is with tempo.
Yeah.
Now, however you end up defending e5, you have to be very careful. It does not allow d4. For instance, it cannot be queen c7 or queen d6. I think a small problem that you have to think about is maybe after knight a2, even though knight a2 is not really a good move, you have to defend e5 while also defending b4.
Isn't that just...
Unless... Actually, no. Whoa. You don't defend I don't think you defend e5. I think you can play a5. Yes, because this loses because of this, and this. Not loses, but this is good for Black. This is a good pawn sack.
Mm.
So now you probably have to play like queen e2. And can I play knight e3?
Knight e3, queen f2.
93, queen f2, d4.
That looks good.
Also, actually, that was knight c4. Probably
yeah.
5. Queen f2. F2, maybe rook AE. Man, it's just saying something really nasty. Probably sacks my queen.
Probably sacks the queen?
Probably. Knowing the engine, it probably sacks his queen here. It says black is slightly better. It'd be funny if you play something like
probably
this.
Like knight f1 and then knight d2. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not good, obviously.
That's not going to work.
Yeah. But this looks like a pretty good pawn sack if I get my knight on e3. Queen f2. It doesn't want me to take on f5. It doesn't want me to cement my knight. It doesn't want me to defend my knight. What does it want me to do? b4 is played by that. And we're going to all the way back. We got rook AE, b4 is played.
All right.
After knight a2, I think Andrew can very easily spot that he does not have to defend his e5 pawn. I think that's a very Andrew type move to find. So knight a2 probably shouldn't be played. Probably knight d1 is best. Knight a4 attacks the queen, but I'm not playing knight a4.
I think Jorge's going to play knight a2 here, though.
To attack b4 and e5?
Yeah.
Yeah. My only problem is, I mean, I understand it, but I think you have to consider the fact that not only, like, is there a tactical reason that you don't have to defend the pawn on a5? If I just defend the pawn on b4, then knight on a2 is awful. Right. You're going to have to... Knight a4 ended up getting played.
Knight a4 was played?
Yeah, this was played.
That's honestly what I thought he was going to play.
Knight a4 was really bad. Because the knight's just really misplaced.
Yeah, doesn't really do anything.
He took it.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is best.
I figured.
Wow. Why?
Yeah, that did not seem intuitive to me. Bishop takes a4.
Yeah, I was just gonna play like.
I thought you just
Andrew's my queen. You know that.
What's that?
Yeah, what's the point?
He's better than us.
I guess. What's the point?
Maybe there's like, I don't know, some weakness you can target or something like that. I don't know.
I guess he can attack c2.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. I guess just c2.
I guess he's just forcing some very forcing moves out of white to defend that pawn on c2, and the structure at the end is probably good for black.
Yeah, queen c6 just attacks both pawns. Actually,
that's true.
Oh,
we didn't get queen c6. We got this move,
okay,
which defends e5 and attacks b2. If you play b3 after rook c8, c2 is almost indefensible. I guess Andrew's better than us.
Yep, Andrew's definitely better than us. It's like,
for real.
Andrew's actually playing this really positionally, which I was not expecting. I expected Andrew to sack up on for mate. But he's playing a really nice positional game.
He's kind of taking Jorge to the woodshed positionally. Like,
Jorge hasn't gotten a chance to breathe.
He's really suffering. I'm not saying this because of the computer and stuff. Like, look, this knight is paralyzed. The queen's not doing anything. The rooks aren't doing anything. Like, you don't need the eval to realize how bad white's position is.
Yeah, and the Inus is what, like, black's better. I'd say white is almost lost because white can't do anything here. White's gonna have to sack material for counterplay here.
Yeah,
he's got to consider knight f3.
Right. Because, I mean, if he takes, you at least, like, get the c file to, like, work with. I'm not sure if that's even good, but...
Well, he takes the e5 pawn. Black's going to end up with a passed b pawn, most likely. And white's going to have to try and generate some sort of active play against it. But with the knight on f6 blocking the f5 pawn, and if you ever move the knight on e5, I'll trade rooks, I don't see what white does here.
So, Ethan and Evan... So, like... What percentage chance do you give at Jorge actually, or not Jorge, Andrew actually winning? And not that like eval, but just like on a human like practical note. Like
75 to 85.
I think I'm giving him 50.
50.
I'm gonna go lower. Yeah, I think there's a very high chance that I've seen some weird crap happen this match.
I think if Andrew keeps playing the way he's playing essentially with almost no risk. He hasn't played a risky move yet.
Yeah, I don't think 50% chance he loses. I think 50% chance he wins and like 40% chance he draws this.
I mean, if Andrew keeps playing like he's playing, which are essentially he's not risking anything, and he's just outplaying Jorge, I think Andrew wins this actually rather easily.
Well, we're in this position, right? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Queen C6 was the most recent move.
Queen D4.
Let's make.
Oh, I don't even have that position up.
Yeah, it should be on the board.
Yeah, this is
I have to refresh on my end.
This is the actual position. Yeah.
Okay, I got that.
Let me just make this the main line.
Yeah, we can just look at this for a bit. Queen D. Wait, what? What happened?
I'll make it the main line. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so black's queen's all over white. White's has a lot of weaknesses because the pawn before. Who put this position?
What?
It was me.
Okay. But this is dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knight F3, Queen V2, Knight E5.
Greetings from a Nordic spa in Alaska. Okay. That's Chase, by the way.
Nice.
Say hi to him, Ethan.
Hi, Chase.
That was only bad.
What are we looking at right now, Evan?
Just black eats all the pawns.
Fun.
Yeah, this guy's passed. It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be a threat at least, right?
Just wait, guys. Something weird's gonna happen.
Something weird could happen. Like, Andrew seems to be controlling the game, but you just never know.
Yeah, these two guys have both thrown away winning positions in the first two games.
Yeah.
And the positions were better than this one. So
they both hung a bishop.
Yeah,
Evan's speechless. He's like, how could they?
Yeah, Evan, you didn't look at the last games, did you?
I did not, no.
No, you don't even know. They both hung a bishop.
Well, in that case, I will bring my percentage down to about 60, 65.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that sounds more accurate.
Jorge sacked a bishop in an endgame up a pawn, and he had 15 minutes left and didn't calculate it and lost the bishop. Straight up just... I forgot what did Andrew do again? That was weird.
Andrew just hung a bishop as well.
Oh yeah, he straight up hung the bishop. He didn't even sack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to the original position and play guess the move here.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess knight f3.
Just giving the pawn up?
Yeah. I think he's gonna try and make something weird happen with knight, or even maybe rook e4 first. I don't know, because
I'm gonna guess b3.
B3? I'm gonna guess b3 as well.
I think it's important. This is a very subtle thing. You're gonna lose these pawns. There's not really any doubt. However, I think it's better for white if black takes the c pawn, then the b pawn, then the b pawn, then the c pawn. So that way the black queen has to get out of the way of her own b pawn.
Yeah.
I think b3 is coming, for sure.
And if b3 is not coming, then rook b1 is coming, which came. Rook b1 was played.
Wow.
I mean, you can't really allow him to take your queen side. However, after rook c8, I'm still going to take your queen side.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you play after rook c8?
Yeah, rook b1 was the engine's top move, though.
Yeah, I know that. But the engine
maybe rook c8. You just go c4, just sack everything.
Or c4, I take en passant.
Yeah, I just take.
Yeah.
I'll just keep taking.
And then
your knight's hanging.
Just pray.
Your knight's hanging.
And then you just
play. I know. You just play like knight f3 or something.
Andrew will hang another bishop somehow with no bishops on
the board. If you play knight f3, I'll take on d3. The usual.
Do we take on d3?
I take on d. If you play knight f3, I'll probably take on d3. I could play e4. Actually, e4 looks incredibly good. Wow, e4 is good in that position. Ooh.
Because
if you take it, you drop. Yeah.
Wait, so like rook c8, c4, takes, queen takes.
Yeah, queen. Well, I thought we already put rook c1. Yeah, here I would play e4.
Yeah, knight f3, e4. Yeah.
Again, the engine's oscillating between completely winning and winning, but this is all good.
Yeah, I guess what I didn't realize there's no rook c1 because you can just take. And then, yeah, I think there's just less counterplay.
Yeah, that loses too because after 91,
you gotta move. D3. We gotta move. We got e4.
Oh, we got something
E4
nasty.
Right away.
We got e4.
Dang.
Right. You see, this is
e4 and he can't take it. Okay.
Wow.
That's rough. Ah.
Yeah, let's show it on the board.
I do. I have it on the board. E4, and he can't take it because I'll take your knight on d2. So what does a man do when someone plays that move? That seems kind of demoralizing.
I feel like you maybe cry a bit. Let out a good tear.
Probably.
I have to play knight b3.
I'm not seeing it, by the way.
Put my knight on d4.
Hold on. I'm not seeing the board correctly.
Refresh.
Yeah, refresh that. Refresh it again.
I hear it. I hear the moves being made. There you go. Thank you.
No problem.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it's not. I'm on the wrong position. Let me.
What? Yeah, I'm on the pieces are all gone.
Chess.com Classroom is whack.
We also got another move. So let's try and get this.
Someone's messing with it says all the variations are changing. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's changing for me too.
Well, let me take care of all the moves that are getting played. Knight b3 got played. And
shoot, they played like 3 moves instantly. All right.
I played queen b6.
Of course they played instantly.
Who would think in these positions, Daniel? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, there's no tension or anything, you know.
Yeah, this isn't the most important position of the game or anything.
No. They're both playing really well, actually. Knight b3, queen b6 got played.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to feel the fact that I haven't played chess in a week. I'm starting to feel it. Taking on e4.
You started doing more important things? Is that what happened?
Pretty much. So taking on e4 is suicidal. I'm not doing that. Playing d4 makes sense to play knight c5, but then the e-pawn is passed. Although if you don't play d4,
I just
I have to play d4. I didn't say I push. I just said it's pass. I just kind of.
I mean, that's probably that might be the concession you have to make. I mean, I don't know, but that's probably what I would.
Probably have to do something like that.
Yeah.
Probably if d4, I'd probably play knight d7 because I don't really feel like allowing knight c5, and then want to play rook
d4,
c8.
knight d7.
Knight d7 stops knight c5. Knight d7 might be too passive though.
I mean, it gets weird because you almost allow f6. You don't quite because the queen's still protecting it, but
yeah,
the queen's not there, then f6 just looks good.
So I want to play knight d7. I want to play pawn to f6. Once I do that, there is no attack, essentially, because I can always defend the 7th rank.
Like knight d7. What if I go a5?
Knight d7 and play a5.
Yeah, you just go to like a6 or something.
I'll probably play queen c6.
Queen c6. Yeah, I mean, what, knight d4? Maybe you just go like c5 or something?
Well, the pawn's on d4 in that position.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, d4. I forgot to put that arrow. And then like there, yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult. Then you have to defend your c-pawn. You probably defend with a rook.
That rook beat
rook f2 or something, yeah.
No, not rook. Probably B.
D4 got played.
All right.
Knight D7 might be too passive for this position, but I'm feeling pretty passive right now, so it's late.
Yeah.
So Knight D7 is possible. Rook C8 is also an option. My problem with Rook C8 was Knight C5. I didn't really want to allow that. Now, there is the... Oh, if anyone is wondering, I'm suggesting this. This move was interesting to not allow Knight C5. And we were talking about if he plays A5, I would play C6. All right, we have probably a better move. We have A5. Now, A5, in my mind, allows Knight C5.
Yeah.
I didn't want to allow that move. So we have A5 being played.
You're going to get Knight C5 in response, too.
Concho Chess Academy says Rook Lift, Caveman Attack. I don't know, like...
For white?
I think so.
What's the threat? My knight on F6 defends everything. You can't play Rook G4, and you can't attack H7, because it's defended.
Yeah.
So I don't think that sounded as mean as it sounded, but that has no threat.
Right.
In fact, if you play Rook F4, I play Knight H4, forking your Rook and Queen.
Chase versus Evan match.
Who versus who?
Chase versus Evan.
No. All right, we have Rook F E1. So we have this. We have what? D4 A5. We have Rook FE.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't see the point. Does anybody see the point?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Because that pawn. Last time I checked, there was a pawn defending that pawn. So.
I think his point is the Rook on F1 isn't doing anything, so might as well put the Rook on E1.
Yeah, but.
I think he's trying to do the chase caveman style attack.
But the good thing about the Rook on F1 is that the ideas of F6 were always there, even if the knight moved.
I think his Rook's going to E3. And then he's going to play Queen G5 and Rook G3.
That caveman attack.
The caveman attack, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It seems artificial, but
attack that takes 5 moves to set up, I don't think is an attack in this position.
We got Rook A to C8 attacking the C pawn.
Yeah, you're getting Rook F2, right?
Why not Knight
Rook
C5?
E2 is...
Knight C5 too, yeah.
Knight C5 is what I was going to play. This is what I didn't want to allow this after Rook C8 to play Knight C5. I essentially wanted to disallow.
What I tell you guys, the more and more that this went on, the less it looks like Andrew's just going to walk away with this one.
Yeah, but White's putting up resistance. He plays like you used to play, where you just get terrible positions and defend it.
You got to either get really bad positions and play well, or really good positions and play bad. That's the best way to.
Knight C5 got played. Now here comes the critical position: do you sack the exchange or not? And
you would, Evan.
I would 100% play Rook C5 here. I would play Rook C5.
They're on the board. Here's what the engine thinks. Engine likes it.
Wow.
I'll play Rook C5 all day here. Yeah, the queen queen side is still very tender, very weak.
Okay. Don't call it tender.
And I have these beautiful pawns. I'm just gonna push it on the board. I play Rook C5 all day. Is it best? I'm not sure, but I play Rook C5.
Yeah.
Usually, if I see any reason,
do y'all think Andrew's gonna do it? Rook C5.
I see no reason to do it. Well, never mind. I see reason to do it. I don't think Andrew will. Almost purely because of how he's played this game. He's played it very in control. Not really allowing anything.
No way. He's gonna flee, and if he does, he's gonna take a lot of time here to do it.
Yeah, he's gonna think for a long time trying to calculate it out. And here, I don't think you can calculate it out. So the other point of playing this, because I just want to point this out because I think this position is very important. Let's say it very much depends on what White plays here, but let's say he plays Rook C1. Already, I don't know what the engine's thinking. I was thinking this, which is okay.
What about D4?
D4 is also strong. I actually forgot about it. It's actually so strong. Yeah, I want to put my knight on E5, but I forget I can put it on D5 to E3, which is better. So already Black can claim an advantage. Black is actually better. So rook e2 is another move to consider, but this also allows d4. So you have to do something else. So, but defending that pawn is almost impossible. If you play something like queen b3, I can still play d4. So you have to. So the engine here, because it says slightly better for black, finds some move that stops d4 and defends either stops d4 or defends the c2 pawn or both. I'm not sure. I don't know what it wants. He did not sack the exchange, unfortunately. He played a different move, which I thought about. I thought about queen.
Yeah, because now he's threatening knight d7.
Now knight d7's what he wants to play.
Yeah.
I sort of just didn't want to allow knight c5, because if I allowed knight c5, I was sacking the exchange, essentially. I didn't really care after that. But this feels slow. This feels a little slow for my liking.
I think Andrew ran out of ideas.
Yeah, but queen c6 is a good move. Queen c6 is very good. Now he has to find now White has to find it. Oh, it's just lagging, I think.
Yeah, it's lagging.
What's happening?
It's lagging with what position is occurring.
Oh, okay.
That's why the position is like switching back randomly. Queen c6 and c3 was played. And c3, I thought was probably good.
Mm-hmm.
c3 because if takes, then knight d7, I play rook d5, and I keep the knight. And I keep something on c5.
Daniel, I did want to let you know that the times on the stream are updating because it's part of the DGT thing.
They are? Oh, they aren't updating?
No, you might want to go click on the DGT board. It'll update it.
Yeah, probably at this point.
Or just cut them out. Either one works.
Yeah, so White has 14 minutes and Black has 25.
Yeah, probably at this point I'm just going to remove the time then, because I don't think there's a point in keeping that.
Taking on d7 I don't like at all. I thought I should take on b4, but take on d7.
All right, so we got to trade
F6.
a knight on d7.
We got takes, and f6.
And f6. Okay.
Checkmate's a threat.
Checkmate's on the board. It's coming.
Yep.
Indefensible.
It is indeed coming.
All right, and then Jorge played queen f5.
No, he played g6. Or Henson played g6.
Daniel.
What?
He was kidding.
Okay.
Queen f5 is very strong.
It is indeed very strong. Yeah.
Interesting idea behind queen f5.
I want to take the f6 pawn.
Right. With the pawn?
With my queen. I want to take my queen to not damage my pawn structure.
Oh, that's fair enough. I don't know. What if like rook f1?
Then I play queen g6 and offer.
I'm making the bold prediction here. Jorge's winning this game.
No, there's no way Jorge wins this game.
Jorge wins this game. It's gonna happen.
No.
Do you want to? Hey, do you want it? We got a wager going.
I'm not betting money with you.
There he is. See, look at this. He doesn't believe in you, Andrew.
No, that's because I'm broke.
What are these arrows?
What? I'm just showing I'm trying to show.
What do you think? Queen h4?
What queen
h4 is probably what I would play. I'd probably play that move instantly.
Yeah. Queen h4.
Queen h4 used to play queen d6. In fact, queen h4, I'm almost 100% sure queen d6 is the only move.
Yeah, queen d6 is definitely forced.
For instance, in this position, if Black's queen was on b7, White would be winning. I think that's kind of funny. If Black comes on B7, then White wins.
Yeah. See, I know Ethan said that, like, Jorge's gonna win. He threatened to wager. But isn't Jorge's only, like, winning idea to try to get this mate?
It's check.
No, it's he just has to wait. Andrew's gonna hang a rook here.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is actually getting interesting. No, hold on. Queen H4, Queen D6, Rook E3.
Yeah. This looks so simple now, Daniel, huh?
What?
This position looks pretty fun for White.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
What if I play Rook?
I mean, I can just allow you to take, though. Like, Joe, like Rook E6 or something?
No, I think you play Rook C6, Rook here, and H5.
What about G4?
G4, I take.
Take F6. Yeah, Ethan.
Well, take.
I refuted your attack. Do I just take this?
Probably. I don't know, Evan. It doesn't look that clear to me.
Oh. Now what?
Evan can't find the move. He's guessed 8 times.
Is there one move? What is this? Do I have to go to H7?
Nope.
What do I do? Queen H4 got played, so this variation is actually relevant now. Rook E3. This is a relevant variation.
I think it's what's happening.
H5 happened.
I think honestly, you see Rook E3 as Andrew, and you go, "Oh shoot, this isn't as clear as the teams."
H5 got played, which is actually quite strong. You also play Queen G4. However, I would play Queen G5 here, essentially without thinking.
Without thinking.
Yeah, I'd probably play Queen G5. Probably what you should play.
Would you think?
I probably think for like a minute or two. I'm like, he wants to play Queen G4. This stops Queen G4 and playing it. You know what I mean? So is Queen D6 forced now? Probably. Now, can I play G4?
Yeah, dude, play it. You're just waiting to play G4.
What if you just take it? What if he just takes it?
Maybe we prep it with Rook G1.
Oh, Jorge played the wrong move, or he played Rook E3 first. Oh, Andrew's gonna see this.
Yeah, he'll play Queen G4.
But then takes and Rook G3 and that pawn drops. But then Rook E6 and your F6 pawn drops. Also, your C3 pawn is hanging. Also, everything's hanging.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is good for white or good for black.
It's good for black, but it's also going to be crazy in a second. And Jorgito's going to push through here.
Jorge's down 15 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, but that's a normal Jorge game.
You're right. It's a normal me game too. Although I'm usually down.
Jorge doesn't like clock. He prefers to be low on time.
Yeah. All right. Minus one, but I don't care. All right, let's
never underestimate George. Never do it.
Let's look at some guess variations. Queen G4, HG4, Rook G3. You probably just take this. You take that. You can also play Rook E6. These are all viable, and these are all good for black. Very good for black. So Queen G4, good for black. What else is there? Oh, boy, Queen G4 seems normal. If you play Queen D6, this is also relatively good for black. You can play Rook G3. However, oh wow, you can't. Rook G3 doesn't do anything. You probably just do something. You probably just play Rook E6. Maybe Rook C6.
Because then you take the H pawn.
Oh, you ready for this? You want to see this, man? You take my H pawn. I take your Rook. No, I take. Oh, damn it! I thought it would work. Oh, you have that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
What?
I don't know how to play chess. Give me a second. Come on. I forget that.
1800.
Take my H pawn. If you take my H pawn, I can probably take this. I don't know.
Take C3.
Yeah, I mean that's what I saw.
Rook E3, we have B takes.
Yeah.
I'm going to clip that, by the way, Evan, just so you know.
You can clip me hanging checkmate?
Yep.
Alright, clip it. I'm washed. B takes C pretty good. I just saw a chance to take a rook with a queen. I had to play it, you know?
Time's going to become an issue, though.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see a lot more monkey moves.
Yeah, BC. I like BC. Now, it is important to note, to those of you who like to be fancy like me, now I have to refute my own fanciness, the intermezzo queen g5 would fail to the pawn move c2. I just feel that should be noted.
Yeah.
Because c2, because queen g5 was my immediate response. He takes back. Don't honestly c2.
We got queen f5.
And we got queen to f5 because Andrew wants to keep queens on the board for no discernible reason. What's the threat? There's no threat.
Maybe he just didn't want queen g5 on the board. Maybe that's literally what his reasoning was.
He got too scared.
Yep. Bro saw the boogeyman. Yeah, and then he's gonna play rook e6, take the pawn.
We got king g1.
What?
To play rook f1.
I mean, I guess, but
this still allows queen g4. Good
queen
for
g4. Maybe he just really wants to win, and he knows that all rook endgames are drawn. So here we are.
He's right. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's some GM level thinking.
Yeah.
I want to win, but all rook endgames are drawn.
Yep. So he's like, I'm gonna keep the queen on.
All right. This is turning out to be a pretty good game. I'm actually thoroughly entertained.
Rook
c6. C6. I like that.
I like it like that.
Now rook f1, I assume is going to be played essentially instantly, and queen g4 will be played essentially instantly. I'm assuming we're going to see rook f1, queen g4.
It's going to be a draw, guys. Claiming it right now.
It's a draw.
You just claimed that Jorge would win, though.
I did, yeah.
So might as well just say all three results while we're at it.
All right,
queen c8 played
There's
instantly.
No fucking way I just saw that get played.
Jorge is going to win.
Yo, hold up.
You're changing your prediction, bro.
Jorge's going to win. He's going to win.
Queen c8? What's queen c8?
Wow.
Now you have to attack the f pawn again.
You have to play like rook e6 or something.
Yeah, and then
this is so murky.
I'm telling you, queen c8 played instantly is definitely making me feel better about.
Queen g5 gets
the
played.
Prediction you just made that would be a draw.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, short memory, bro.
Wow.
All that matters is I was the first one to say it. So,
what's next? What does he play next?
Chase says he's praying for white.
Yeah,
man, White's saving this game.
Yeah, he said that a while ago, though.
I know, but
I just thought we'd be real here, you know.
Yeah.
Queen C gave me a heart attack. I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't do anything.
I mean, he was never going to play Queen G4, though, honestly.
But it doesn't address the very problem of the position.
Queen G4, I understand what you're saying. I would say Queen G4 is a very un-Andrew Henson-like move.
Well, he had played
un-Andrew Henson-like this whole game.
He didn't play Queen G4, like, earlier. I think it was here we were saying Queen G4. So I'm like, if he's not going to play Queen G4 here, he wasn't going to play it ever.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
He actually wants.
I mean, it really takes some like Like, he could just admit he made a mistake and then play queen g4, but that takes some, like,
That takes some gall.
That's some pretty alpha male activities.
That's some humility you have to display.
It's some humility, very much so.
I apologize. Okay, so now it's a draw, so now we can stop commentating. Game's over. It's equal. Equal position. Game's over.
Equal. Call it. Timeout.
Yeah. Equal equals draw. Right.
You just agree to a draw now.
Yeah.
Yep. Dead equal. All zeros. Why don't they just agree to a draw? Man, I play this position for both. That threatens mate and it forks the D pawn. I just realized it hits the D.
Yeah, it hangs the D pawn. And
yeah,
E pawn is hanging
Evan just said that, bro. Ethan, like.
No, I saw it. I just thought you saw it.
You didn't say it, bro. You're probably afraid.
That's the whole point of Queen G5.
No, the whole point is.
Yeah, but he's not going to hang mate, guys. He's not Evan. God.
Queen
I thought
D8.
that was what we were all thinking. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that Evan was behind.
Oh, it says this was also is also in
Rook F5?
Now
Rook F5. Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Is Rook F5?
It's gotta be Rook
there
F5.
We go.
100%.
Does Jorge play? I don't think Jorge's gonna play Rook F5.
I think
we
he
all
will.
saw it in 2 seconds. I feel like he's gonna play it.
Jorge's gonna see Rook F5.
Yeah.
Hold on, no. We saw the engine eval and then saw Rook F5. We didn't see Rook F5.
No, I saw Rook F5 without the eval.
I want that to be clear.
Nah, bro.
Ethan needed the eval.
Okay. This is blasphemy. I saw Rook F5.
I don't believe you.
No, I said Rook F5 first, and I didn't even say it with the eval in mind.
Okay, Daniel said it first, but I saw it. Okay, I want to hear it.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Okay, well, Rook
I
F5
also said Jorge
attacks
was
the
win
pawn.
first,
That's my idea. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, it isn't. It's literally just attack the pawn.
But the pawn attacks it.
What? Yeah. Wait, what?
But the G pawn attacks it.
Yeah, that's so complicated. Y'all are really above my league.
All right.
Or out of my league.
However,
Evan just sucks at chess.
Hold on.
Okay, let's hear it.
When he takes the D pawn, you take the F6 pawn. However, that doesn't really matter because when I take the D pawn, I'm going to win the E pawn. I don't have two connected passes.
Played Rook H3.
Exactly.
He didn't play Rook F5.
Oh. He thinks saying the H pawn's better.
What are these beta? That's such a beta move.
Can I play like this? No, not that.
Just gets mated.
Another mate was on.
Yeah, he just.
I mean, that's a threat.
He takes on H.
Honestly,
he takes on H5 and play Rook F4.
Rook H3 is venomous, bro. Like.
Yeah, how do you stop it? What do you do?
Jorge's winning. He's gonna win this.
Do you play King F8?
King F8, Queen H6.
Me too. You have
yeah. Today's not my day. Next game we'll do better. All right. Okay, but like you said 0.4.
Hey,
actually,
Evan, can you play King H8, dude? King H8? Exclam?
King H8 runs on Rook H5.
Ethan over here hanging mate. Should I show the move?
How dare you?
Rook E to E6 is the only move.
Yeah.
E to E6?
And I think it's playable. I actually think it's playable.
Why? Because of takes and takes on a 6?
I guess.
That's fair.
There's no mate. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's fair.
It's probably findable, but of course I just had the engine on, so.
That's fair. And then you push my E pawn down the board.
Note that Andrew has 18 minutes and Jorge has 5, so Andrew's got a bit of time here to figure this out because he smells that he's in trouble.
Yeah.
And if he sniffs hard enough, he'll find Rook E to E6.
And if he uses like 2 brain cells, he won't hang mate.
Let's look at all the fun checkmates. Let's say King H8, and then you take it.
Well, you can just go Queen H6, but
or you can.
Okay, we're being a bit fancy. What? You're playing like repetition. No, you can even rook lift. You do that rook lift anywhere, like here.
Oh, that's not mate.
I mean, shut up. No, rook J doesn't work.
Yeah, you can sack it.
Yeah, but
the queen, not the rook.
You have to sack the queen. Okay.
Oh, he played it. He found it.
Yeah, rook ED6 got played.
All right, he played it. Played it on the board. Now, how do we get forward here? We're just taking on H5?
Taking on H5, I don't know. I can't defend my F6 pawn, so I'd probably just resign, probably.
Like this. I mean, this is also a threat, potential. Well, no, it might. Well, I don't know.
Well, what if I did this? Probably just take this. Yeah, I'd probably just take that. I don't know. I want to play G4. Well, G4 was good.
I'd like to change my answer. I think.
Gotta
just change your answer, bro. If you feel like it, bro.
I would have committed if you guys had actually accepted the wager.
What wager?
That Andrew was gonna. Remember, I said Andrew was gonna win at the beginning of this before we even started recording, and none of y'all wanted to take that wager.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
That happened. Jorge is gonna flag. You just watch. He'll find a way. We got too much chess to play in this game to be at 3 minutes.
Bro, I flagged one of these games. Shut up. Yeah, he's down. Okay, it's 13 minutes to 3. 18 minutes to 3. So Jorge's going to lose this game.
Yeah, Jorge cannot. This is too hard of a position to have 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem to care, though. He's taking a minute and a half on this move, so.
Now, if you take on H5, I will take on F6.
Yeah, I mean, and then you have to trade rooks here?
Right, yeah, you have to trade rooks.
No, wait, you don't.
Because of this move. This move is really strong because rook F1's a threat.
Yeah.
Rook F1's not a threat. What is the threat?
Maybe just putting the queen on B6. You're threatening mate.
He takes the rook. Oh, we actually got this. This is what we got.
Queen on B6, bro. Queen on B6.
Queen on B6.
Queen
oh,
B6
yeah, you're right. Queen on B6.
Yeah, defends the rook, threatens mate.
It doesn't threaten mate.
That's Queen B1.
You're not looking at the right position. You're not looking at the right.
we got the wrong takes. White wins. White wins.
Oh, what is that? That's so simple.
Oh
that's
gosh.
actually
wins.
That's
White
such a.
Wins.
I told you that is such a simple calculation. I don't understand. How does that happen?
If you have 17 fucking minutes, use them, please.
Yeah, like what is he doing? That is so. Do you see what I mean? Oh my god, bro! This is so stupid. It's not even funny. That is.
Andrew, hey,
White's playing for 2 results now. It's not even a question.
Ethan, do you remember the board game we played?
Remember the what?
The one over the board game we played.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I remember.
Yeah, do you remember when you played C5 with a very simple calculation that loses a pawn?
Not as simple as that, dude. You will never. Also, we don't need to talk about our past games. We're talking about this game. We're commentating this game. That was a stupid move. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't even.
Okay, now y'all are unhinged.
It's so simple.
So he has to play this, right?
He played it so quickly.
Yeah, he has to play rook takes and then white's winning. But after queen takes, white's winning.
We have this move, by the way.
Rook C6.
Yeah, now the question is, do you trade rooks or not?
I think you can.
You could also just take the A pawn.
He did take the A pawn.
This
allows black's rook to get really active.
It seems unnecessary.
This is not clear anymore. This is not clear.
Might be a draw. Draw.
Engine saying draw.
Yeah, but
air quotes draw.
Yeah, we just saw someone hang a pawn.
Disclaim. F5.
Now, okay, this is objectively a draw. White has these two connected, these two passed pawns, but they are split and weak. Black can actually just win one of them by playing Rook C4 next move.
Right.
I just don't get it. We have 60 minutes on the clock, Andrew. We could have won this game. Now that we're playing for 2 results. It's just horrific.
Well, now it's a 3-result game again. Actually,
no,
I would
Black's
say
not going to win this.
I think there's a chance Black wins this because both
if Black wins, I swear to God we end stream.
For instance, we got King F2, and we got King F7. I'm not quite sure why I don't just play Rook C4.
There's no way through.
Can I just play Rook C4?
Maybe he wanted to activate his king because it could get cut off.
I guess, but we got King F7 and we got G4. Baller.
They're playing instantly, both of them. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Both of them. Yeah, probably have to.
Great for entertainment.
Jorge kind of has to play instantly, though.
Yeah, true, but Andrew doesn't.
Andrew probably feels like he has to.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Like, I have under 20 minutes, must play instantly.
What's that, Evan?
Okay, now hold on. Remember how y'all said this is a draw? There is a very good chance we get this position, in which White has 3 passed pawns and Black has 2 connected passed pawns. This is a 3-result game where Black is pressing.
I certainly don't like.
Yeah, that happened. That happened, bro.
This position's occurring. Holy shit!
I told you, Ethan. Black could win. You were like, "Oh, Black's not gonna win."
This is disgusting. This isn't real chess. It's disgusting.
Now, if you want to play for a draw, this is the position we have now.
Yeah, now there's like a 10% chance of a draw. One of these idiots is gonna.
Someone's losing this game.
Yeah, someone's totally losing.
Probably gonna be Jorge, honestly.
This is fucking.
Jorge's gonna let stuff like this happen. He's gonna be like on his heels, bro.
He's gonna lose.
You gonna play H4? H4? Question mark.
He has to play. I think he has to play H4.
Yeah, H4.
He played this move.
Okay. All right. Well, he knows Rook trade equals I win the game. So
Rook trade equals resignation. Can I go here?
King G2.
And then I go here.
This isn't fun for White.
Yeah, White has played very accurately, not lose all his pawns.
How did Andrew get away with this?
This actually might be better. I think this is better.
I'm angered that Andrew might win this game after that nonsense we just saw.
I love that this is the position we just got. This is so fun. Oh. Ignore that I said fun. Just pretend I said it different. Oh, this is beautiful. 3 passed pawns versus 2 connected passed pawns. And black pawns are the black pawns are
sure that? Oh yeah, it is losing, I guess.
No, bro. If Andrew played that move, I would.
Bro, the A pawn's not in the square, Daniel.
Okay, but like.
You forgot about the square, my guy.
It's not about the square even, because the king can get inside. It's about.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the A pawn's not in the square. If the A pawn was, the A pawn would not be.
Oh, I forgot about the H pawn though.
I'm saying.
I just didn't see the H pawn.
He's got the wide peepos.
You didn't see that either, at Ethan. So chill.
I know that the rook trade's bad. I said that first.
I mean, I knew that too. I was just making sure because I forgot that the H pawn. In fact, without the H pawn, is it winning?
Without the H pawn, this should probably be winning for black.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm wondering if the H pawn even matters here. Maybe it does. Maybe.
Jorge deserves this win, not Andrew. That's all I gotta say.
All I gotta say is neither of them deserve this win. Jorge was holding. Andrew was pressing. And then it went back and forth for about.
Yeah, but Andrew blundered it, and then Jorge just made a mistake to give it back.
Uh-oh.
We're checking now. Okay, we're gonna let the king win. Andrew went back. What is this? What is the endgame technique being shown here? Why did he go back?
This is the worst endgame technique I've seen in my life.
Oh Lord. Bro went back. Go forward. King G5. King G5 has got to be winning.
The engine after thing says winning.
Yeah, because now the king is going to shoulder the white king into the corner.
Oh my god. Oh, this is the worst endgame technique I've ever seen. We got this.
He's like, let me protect my pawn.
And he went back. Oh my god. Okay. Now the king goes up here, yes? No. King goes here. Do I push? It says black is winning. Almost. It says black is
winning.
That.
King f6.
I put king f6 on the board, didn't I? I did, because the king f6.
You gotta come this way. You did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you
gotta go this way.
We got this.
Or d2, king g3 on the board.
Right.
Watch white win this, guys. It's gonna be like this.
It's gotta be a draw, right? It's gotta be.
They're playing like it's a draw. Like they're playing like there's nothing to play for.
That's because Jorge's pressing, but Jorge's low on time. So that's the ending result is we're gonna get a draw.
No one's pressing here. Both players are playing to survive. I don't know what's happening. No one's pressing. Andrew needs to use his time, bro. He's got 17 minutes.
Yeah, dude, how do you play that instantly? Like, what is... hurts my soul.
He got too scared of the A-pawn. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, but it's a rook endgame. We just put the rook behind the A-pawn, and they can never promote the A-pawn.
Maybe he was concerned about his king getting checkmated for some reason. Like the rook dropping back and him on the g file, but that's...
Well, he's thinking now, so I'm glad he's doing that.
Yeah, now probably king f6. King f6 is possible.
It's the only one that makes sense to us, but we just saw him play king e7, so he's probably not going to play king f6.
Yeah. That's actually twice this game. Like, he played, like, he was much better, and then he had, like, a certain move he should play where he essentially admits his mistake, and then didn't play it.
Yeah, he's not gonna, I don't think he's going to play king f6, because he's actually afraid of this a-pawn, and he thinks he needs to be in the square.
You're in the square. How about that?
But, I mean, if white gets to king f4, if white gets king f4 in...
If white gets king f4, black resigns.
Yeah, because we can play h4 and king f4, and this isn't going to look fun for anybody.
Black has to play king f6, so after king f4, you can play rook f2.
Well, we have to play h4 first. Before we play king f4.
Yeah, to stop king g5.
Well, also to stop hanging the h-pawn.
We got this.
We're blitzing out moves now.
We got this and this.
Okay.
This looks sus.
Sussy Baka moment.
I might leave the call. Okay, now black's drawing by like a thread. This actually looks very hard.
Disgusting. This is disgusting. How we ended up here. The game was going so well.
Andrew was playing a beautiful game. Beautiful positional game.
They both were. Even Jorge was playing well.
Yeah, Jorge after the opening defended extremely well.
He didn't have his opening that well. He doesn't know that much theory other than the gambits. So he played fine. And then he hung on, and then Andrew decided to instantly play a blunder. That hurt me, but here we are.
I think Andrew was playing this game safe for most of it, and it was working really well, and then he started playing too safe. And he's blundered the advantage he had away.
Yeah.
Yeah, E3, play E2, play this. And then
this and that.
I think you have to go here now.
Here.
Yep. But then I take this, and I take this, and this.
Oh, now you put it behind the pawn.
This is almost winning for white.
Yeah, because you can put it behind the pawn and push.
Yeah, so this is what we got. We got this. The king went to f6 instead, and not to f7. The king went to f6.
Yep, this now we got king f2. And they traded the... Right. Yeah, we traded the pawns.
Okay, now this is...
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
In fact, both players should offer a draw right here.
This is where it's essentially dead.
Before they can be an idiot, let's both offer a draw.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jorge's thinking about, but
Jorge probably offered a draw, and he's just probably thinking on it. He's probably thinking to flag Jorge. That's what I would do, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I would try it as well. Jorge is literally just sitting on the clock here. Oh, we got to move. He took.
Rook E2, Rook A4. Yes? No? Maybe so.
Rook A4, or I will end the stream.
Check, and then Rook A4 could work, but...
There's no reason for that. There's no reason.
I mean,
no
is it
just
worse?
Just get the king closer, why don't we?
Just make his king better.
Yeah. I mean, his king's going to be good anyway.
All right, we are Rook A4.
There we go.
All right, now both players offered.
All right, we got king up, king F3.
King F3. Andrew's going to try and flag Jorge.
Andrew's got to make Jorge prove that he can hold. Like, because you could cause some trouble.
Yeah.
I know the engine's not going to say it, but...
If the king steps behind from outside that pawn, you just check him. That's the end of it.
End of it?
Yeah, dude. If you go to the G file, you check on the G file.
What if I go Rook G4?
You take.
Doesn't the Rook just kind of dance on the fourth rank? Doesn't Black's Rook just kind of dance? Doesn't let the king come up and no one can do anything. Don't
you can also get this. Hold on. You can also get this position. Say go up. Put it back. Put it back. You get. Actually, we'll do this. Oh shit. My bad. How does one? God, this board sucks. This board actually.
The game ended.
It's a draw.
Okay. Well, anyways, you could have gotten this where it's here. Here, take here, and then
still a draw because it's an H pawn.
Yeah, it is a draw. Yeah. Yep.
All right, game ended. It's a draw. Beautiful. This is a beautiful game by both players. All right. In essence, E4 was a mistake by White, and this game essentially refuted E4. Yeah, we got this sort of a King's Indian attack-esque kind of structure where the bishop's sort of misplaced. Black tried some weird counterattacking stuff, but Black found this really nice B5 idea followed by Queen B6 or Knight B3. The move was actually interchangeable, and then taking on B3 and taking back. You found this nice idea, and here Black's essentially in the driver's seat for the rest of the game. Bishop A4 gets an X-Slam from me because I wouldn't have considered it. I thought my bishop was going to go C6 and be really good. But taking on A4 actually stops White from playing the move C3 to break out. So now you can actually just put pressure on the queen side for the whole game. Black sort of broke through the center, and White was able to lock it down, but now White has a very bad static defects without any of the dynamic counterplay. And Black played a very controlled game where White eventually got some counterplay essentially purely based on the F6 break, which makes me think Knight D7, even though it's, I think, engine top move, maybe not best, practically wise. Practically, I think Rook C5 gave Black a lot of winning chances. But that's my opinion on the matter. White got some good chances, actually, out of this counterplay, mostly because of some relatively, I'd say, poor play from Black after Queen F5. And this Queen C8 move got Black in a lot of trouble because the queen can't come back to F8 to stop checkmate, and it can't trade itself off on G4. So Black was essentially surviving by a thread. White had a really nice chance here to play Rook F5 to attack the D pawn, which is almost indefensible. And then after you defend it, let's say you defend it with something like Rook D6, White's winning now. And I can't really see, I don't see exactly why, but I'm assuming I see multiple moves that look good. Rook H3 looks quite good. But also Rook E5 looks interesting. isn't good. All those I suggest are bad.
Oh, that's bad too.
It actually might be this. This is the move that's strong because this threatens queen h5. Queen h5 is actually quite annoying, and it's also unclear what black does here. For instance, if you move your king, I would probably just attack your h-pawn. If you moved your king, actually this is mate 4 because of this. But, I'm not that good.
Yep.
But black sort of allowed too much counterplay with this infiltration on his king side. White didn't play the most accurate, and black essentially capitalized on this. And here, black missed his chance to essentially win the game instantly with rook f6, because the rook on h5 cannot stop defending the queen because of rook f1 check, and then that'll win the queen. But black's going to play queen b6 and queen b1, and that's almost impossible to stop. And if your queen gets off the g file, I will take your rook. So
queen b6 is just killer. Queen
d6, I believe, just wins a rook. I believe the queen has to go back to defend, and then white gets some checks and wipes up a rook.
Yep.
That was unfortunately missed by black, and black played queen f6.
I can't.
Now white has a very good ending, but he decided to go for pawns instead of essentially stopping counterplay with rook c5. And now the black rook must leave the c file or turn itself off. If it leaves the c file to rook a6, this is obviously terrible, and my king just starts walking. My king will escort these two passed pawns, and black can't do anything. If you trade, your king is in time for one pawn, but not for the other. So here. Now my king's in time to defend this pawn. And this is completely winning for white because you have two passed c pawns. Black's pawns can't move. In fact, I would probably play this move instead. I'd probably play this move. I'd also consider g3, but I'd probably play h4 here just to stop g5. And this ending would be winning. However, white with no time on his clock said just take the pawn. But this allows black to get a lot of counterplay through the active rook. Now this endgame's just a mess. Black should be pressing because the two connected pawns are pretty far push and the other pawns are weak. But here, black essentially missed his winning chance to go forward and made what I would regard as an inexplicable decision to go backwards. After king g5, I think black would have won this game very quickly because white had no time on his clock. And queen g5 would have just been ready to push these pawns down the board. And it actually stops the h-pawn completely. Also, your c-pawn is hanging. Also, your a-pawn might hang in about 2 seconds. And this is terrible for white. It didn't happen. Black went backwards. And here, you may say it's a dead draw, but even here, black can go back and essentially said what he made was a mistake. And again, king g5 is a problem. Instead, they gave some checks. And what happened here? Check, king went here. Yeah, and this is sort of the drawing move. This move essentially ensures a draw because of the essentially forced sequence that now occurs where all the pawns come off the board. So white didn't play a very good opening. Black got a nice advantage. They both played pretty well up in that point. White had some chances and black had some chances. And both players at one point or another had a chance, not necessarily to seal, essentially a chance to win the game. And they both sort of missed it, which is unfortunate for them. And the game ends in a nice, peaceful draw.
Yep.
All right, now we have the next game that is occurring currently.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, Andrew's going to play what I showed him. All right, we have this.
We got people helping people prep now, Evan. That's what we're doing. What are you, Daniel?
I showed this to him like a year ago. A year ago, I showed him this variation. If he remembers it, he's going to beat Jorge immediately. 100%. If you're,
is it F? Is it the F4? Oh, no, this.
It's this move.
Yeah.
If he remembers this, he's going to win instantly. I know it. Because white and black still find only moves for a while. So the fact that Andrew's thinking means he remembers this position. I think he remembers Queen H5, but he's trying to remember what moves he's supposed to play. Okay, so for anyone who's wondering what I'm talking about, in this position, if we take a free knight, black plays d5 and forks our pieces. And black has a nice central majority, and black is better. However, white has the very strong move, Queen H5. This hits the E5 pawn and the F7 pawn. Black has to play knight D6 to defend F7 and hit the bishop. And now there are two ways to play. There is I would call essentially a draw, although it would be equal, is you can take on E5. After Queen E7, this position is just equal, of course. However, there is the very tricky move, Bishop B3. And now the E5 pawn is still hanging. However, it can be defended with knight C3. And now, knight C6.
I don't know. Some F4 stuff?
This allows knight B5.
Knight B5. Oh.
And now, if you take on B5, I play Queen F7. And I'm threatening knight to D6, so that has to be defended. So I believe the correct move here, I want to say it's Queen E7. But that's not right.
No,
Queen E7 knight C7 is also a problem. There's a different move here.
G6?
What?
G6?
G6?
G6 is correct. G6 is the right move.
G6.
And then
Ethan.
F3.
You're like, G6, G6.
Queen H5! Queen H5 on the board!
Let's go.
Beautiful. And Jorge knows it because he's a loser and actually so.
Queen H5, knight D6 played instantly. All right. Now,
takes. Queen takes.
Oh, we got the Queen E5 variation. All right, we'll come back to the game in a second. I just want to show this cool variation. Bishop B3, knight C6, knight B5. Here you play G6. Queen goes back to F3. And I believe... I actually can't remember the move here anymore. I believe...
This knight takes D6?
Well, it's black's move.
Oh, it's black's move? Oh, yeah.
I believe it's knight F5? Yeah, knight F5, I think, is right. And if any of you are curious about G4, I would probably play knight H6.
What about bishop takes F7, then G4?
That seems unnecessary.
Yeah, I just think it looked cool.
Yeah, but the bishop on F7 is good.
I'll be back, guys.
No worries.
We got moves, by the way, on the normal game.
Yeah. Okay. So we didn't get the cool variation. I'm pretty upset by that. Queen H5, Queen E7, Queen takes, Bishop takes, and Bishop back to B3.
Oh,
this is
boring.
The variation. Yeah, if we got the other variation, someone would have lost by move 20. But, we have something interesting. I showed that to Andrew when he was showing me that he was playing this. I saw this Queen H5 variation.
Well, Jorge plays that same structure with white, so he knows this line with black.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Jorge played the same opening against me when I played E5 against him. So
it's just a shame. All right. So this position, I don't think I need to tell you all that it's equal because it's equal. However, that's not to say black doesn't have problems to solve. The knight on D6 is, I would say, severely misplaced. However, the knight is going to find a nice home on F5 and possibly to D4. Bishop on E7 is passive for now, but it's probably going to come to F6 and be quite good. The bishop on C8 is sort of stuck because of the knight on D6, but you can also develop it up the other way. All in all, this is equal. I would say either player could win or lose this. I'm not going to say this position is going to be a draw by any means. It's just a queenless middle game with a symmetrical structure, and it depends on how the players elect to play this.
You think B6 here for black?
For black? For black?
Yeah.
No, if I'm black, I just castle.
Think B6 to try and play bishop A6.
Bishop A6. Well, you want to play like what? 92. Knight F3 and 92 are both possible.
Knight F3, you have bishop A6.
It's possible.
I just kind of like that.
You just play D3.
You just play D3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think bishop B7. So
bishop B7 is probably the better. Yeah.
So if you castle, I can probably just do this.
Yeah, and then we get some full imbalance.
Yeah. B6 I like. B6 is probably better than what I played. I wanted to castle because I want to get my bishop out the regular way and put my knight on F5. But I actually like what you're suggesting to play B6 because I forgot that for some reason I thought white can castle here. I forgot his knight's on G1. So B6 like castles would be strong, but castles is illegal. So B6 I like. There's other moves here. Knight C6 is possible. Knight F5 is worthy of thinking about.
Yeah, I feel like if you're white and you see D6, knight E2 becomes a more.
Yeah, like B6 castles. And here I think I should definitely castle. Probably D3 and the bishop F6. And again, this position is equal, but this one's just not a draw.
We do not have B6. We have an immediate castle.
Immediate castles, which is fine. Castles is good. I approve castles. Castles gets my seal. Again, I just want to implore the audience. I don't know how many people are watching. This position is not a draw. This position is equal, but this position is not a draw, even if there's no queens on the board. Ethan, do you know how many people are watching?
I'm checking. 6.
6?
Yep.
Not bad. All right, we got knight to F3.
Daniel got some cereal. He's ready.
Not quite cereal, but...
What is it?
Spaghetti.
Ugh.
Like
Yo,
noodles.
can you send some over here?
What?
Can you send me some?
I got you, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
I had some egg rolls. That's attractive to watch. Thank you, Daniel, for allowing our audience to witness that.
I like B6. I like B6 a lot. And here, there's actually an interesting idea I just found. I don't think it's any good, but I think it's funny. If you play a move like D3, obviously the main move is bishop B7. But there's a curious move, I'm not sure if it's any good, knight B7.
Okay, guy.
To play bishop D2 and play knight C5 and grab the bishop. To try and grab it. There is this move. But I thought it was funny. But yeah, probably just bishop B7, the usual. Bishop B7.
Oh, this is going to be a boring one, I think. Unfortunately. Oh, no, I mean, it'll either be boring or someone's going to really mess this up fairly quickly. We got C6. I don't know how I feel about that. Instead of B6, we got C6.
All right, C6 is your sign that this position is not a draw.
Yeah.
C6 I would regard as very positionally suspect.
Yeah, yeah. He's trying to control the knight, but like why? We got pieces to develop, you know?
Yeah, C6 is a move based on essentially only prophylaxis. It doesn't really improve his own position. And the C6 pawn takes away the main developing square for the knight, and it blocks in his white square bishop a little more. You could argue that knight A6, you could argue that after castles, knight A6 is interesting to go knight C5 and to win the bishop pair. And I would agree with you, except I believe white can simply play A3. Possibly even A4, depending on what he wants.
I just don't get C6. I don't really get the... It just seems kind of passive.
The point was, I think he thought 94 was too... I think after B6, he was concerned about 94. Quite simply.
Yeah, but now we have 96.
Knight a6 hangs my bishop.
That hangs the knight. Hangs the bishop.
So here you probably have to play rook e8. Although rook e8 loses.
No. Bishop d8. Bishop d8.
Bishop d8. Oh, knight c7 is a problem, yeah. This is probably what he's concerned about.
Yeah.
And this is fair to be concerned about. This is actually slightly unpleasant. So knight f3 I support. Castle or c6. C6 I understand, but the knight on e4 can be harassed later. You just have to defend for a second. Rook e1 was played, and then bishop f6. And we have a slight imbalance. He took this knight. And this, again, is your sign that this position's not a draw. Because there's a very strong move that I think he underestimated here. D takes is the main move, but Andrew played what I think is the right move, which is B takes. And bishop a3 is very, very, very unpleasant.
I don't get that from Jorge. Why are we doing that? He played c6 to control the knight and then immediately took that knight off the board.
This move's bad even if D takes is played. Even if D takes is played, White gets the bishop pair on an open board and has a very large development advantage. Bishop c5 is a problem.
Jorge's just saying to Andrew, you know my best piece on the board right now? Yeah, I don't want that piece anymore. Also, I haven't developed any other pieces. So it's just it's just not the best.
And even though there's no queens on the board, development matters a lot here, especially when your bishop on c8 can't move. And your knight on b8 almost can't move. And bishop a3 is an incredibly strong threat. For instance, I see 3 ways to defend against it, and I don't like any of them. One of them is knight a6, one of them is b6, and the other is c5. Also, you can move your rook. I also don't like doing that either.
Chase said that queen e7 was a draw offer.
There was a draw offer?
Well,
what did you do?
No, but...
No.
Yeah, and Jorge, I think, is very clear to me. Jorge is playing for a draw. When you play for a draw, you play for a loss. So this is not good for Black. Black's already in trouble. Bishop a3 is a problem, and he has to deal with it.
Yep. And now instead of developing, he's dealing with problems. And it's like move 10.
So for an example of how bad this can get, let's say you play b6. I would probably play bishop a3. You would play c5. I would probably play... I can consider bishop e4.
Or d4.
Oh, d4. d4 is very strong. Yeah, I didn't see that. d4, you probably have to play knight a6. But knight a6... you might rook e7.
That's tough. You see that? Yeah.
And even though the engine's not liking any of my moves because I'm not very good at chess, but even when the engine doesn't like it, it's still hard to play this for Black. Black's got to play this with accuracy now.
Yeah, you're chilling with White. You're chilling with White in this position. This is a great position.
White's got the bishop pair on an open board. And Black has no compensation for that. So Black plays knight b5. This tries to prevent the threat, except this simply allows c4.
A4?
A4.
A4 is probably, because we don't block your bishop.
Yeah, and now I don't know. Now c4 was played instead of a4.
Now he plays knight c7?
Knight c7 is what I assumed he would play. So we have c4, we have knight c7, and we have bishop a3. And we have rook e8. And I believe this move loses to bishop d6.
No, it's just probably takes, and you're just better because we have all of our pieces on the back rank.
Then you have bishop d6, I think.
Knight c7, bishop d6. You're right.
Same idea, but you trade. Oh, wow, it's happening.
Yeah.
God. It's over.
Yeah,
Andrew's going to win this game pretty quickly.
I
mean, if Jorge, I don't get it, bro.
I don't know how he allowed this.
Well, do they know how much time they have on their clock? We know what.
The knight goes to e6.
And
he actually played knight f6.
It says this is dead lost.
Well, probably we have bishop b2.
Bishop
Maybe.
It's like G4
Bishop B2.
even?
Yeah, Bishop B2.
Oh,
yeah, Bishop
G4. Are you kidding me?
G4 is fine too, but Bishop B2 kind of does the exact same thing.
Everything does everything.
G4 is like sexier, bro.
G4 is sexier.
Yeah.
G4 is wicked.
He might play it.
There's no development. That's kind of his problem.
That's what happens when you play C6. He's done that to himself.
Yeah. For any of you who are saying this position was a draw earlier, this doesn't look like a draw anymore.
Who was saying that?
I didn't look at the comments, but the position was very equal very quickly. I'm sure someone was like, "Oh, this will be an easy draw." This isn't a draw anymore. Obviously, Jorge played Bishop takes C3, which is really bad, but
Bishop takes C3 actually makes 0 sense. I don't really understand it at all.
It's a draw it's trying to say if I trade off all the pieces, it'll be a draw. But I think he severely underestimated B takes. I don't think he actually looked at it.
Well, also the fact that we have built a house for our bishop, thinking it is a dark square bishop, but it is
and
not.
Then we traded it, yeah.
It is a light square bishop, and we are sitting behind the house.
Yeah, I think just really poor strategic decisions by Jorge.
Yeah, we really
now you have to play knight a6. You don't have a choice.
I mean, you really don't have any other ideas. You have to get the knight somewhere so you can get
knight a6 and probably knight a6 or king f8 is probably forced.
Might be thinking
king f8, bishop a3.
Yeah, we would get the same position, and you would play.
That would be. I'm not saying
bishop. Yeah, that's true. Then you play G4.
Well, yeah, we get the exact same position.
Yeah, but you just undo it. He probably realizes, G4 is just better.
Bishop e7 looks actually better to me. Bishop e7 looks better to me.
That's the same thing.
This just stops king f8. And the knight has nowhere to go. Oh my... Wait. No, never mind. I thought I saw something exquisite.
All right.
Wait, can I do that? We got king f8.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out why bishop e7 is better than bishop b2.
Because of king f8.
Well, it's king f8, but you would play bishop a3 to repeat the position. So I'm trying to figure out.
Wait, what if it's that thing where the engine wants you to make a bad move? It's repeating to allow you to make a bad move.
It might be, but I actually think it's something else. So I'm thinking in this position, I was trying to figure out if you play this to play knight g5. And I was also considering this, which doesn't work.
What if we just play knight g5 right here? Because then
knight g5, we play h6.
H6, yeah.
So probably take on f6. Yes, let's take on f6 to transpose. Here.
And now we're just... Oh, look at that. How are you even going to get this rook in the game?
Yeah, I think...
That's it. I mean, like...
Knight d4 is good. I think knight h4 is better. This stops king g6. Now, my threats to go knight d6. Good luck. I have knight f5, knight d6. You can't stop it. There actually is no way to stop this. Is there? No. No,
I think that's why we're just winning a piece, right?
You have to second exchange. You have to play something like d6.
Yeah, and then
And after knight f5, you take it.
Yeah. Yep, that's what we're looking at. Oh, the king moved back.
Yeah, so we, for anyone who's wondering what actually happened, because we're doing my commentary. We had this. Holy shit, we got it. So we actually had bishop e2, king f8, bishop a3, king g8, and we got the right with bishop e7.
Yep.
And this is the essentially correct variation. I was trying to figure out if there's something better than bishop f6, but there isn't. Bishop f6 just wins. So bishop f6 is a threat. Bishop f6 can't be stopped.
Logan said the bishop pair is deadly, which is not wrong.
And that's funny because we're winning by getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Because a pinel on the 8th rank is.
Well, it literally looks like Jorge's trying to set up the board for the next game on the queen side here, and it's just that's not how you do things. Just asking for it at that point.
Yeah. Because, like, when people play, like, you know, knight g5, you know, try to go for a fried liver, there's always, like, bites them, you know, because, like, they'll go for this king side attack, but they don't develop their queen side. So then they kind of get rolled.
Yeah, that's why you got to develop your pieces.
Exactly, bro.
I mean, just don't play c6. This isn't a Carl Khan. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay.
Yeah, this is obviously dreadful for black. If I was black, I'll say this. If I was in a long game, I would play knight a6, and if they took on f6, I would consider resignation. This is a blitz game. I would probably resign here just because I don't want to play anymore.
Well, what are the odds that Andrew pies Jorge in the face? What percentage chance?
At the moment, very high.
Like over 95?
If Jorge wins this game, Daniel, you give me $50. If I'm sorry, if Jorge wins this game, you give me $50. If Andrew wins it, I'll give you 20. Ooh.
No comment.
No comment on that one. Come on.
I have a wager.
What's the wager?
All right. If Jorge wins this game, hold on. Wait, hold on. Andrew's white?
Yeah, Andrew's white, bro.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. Yeah, I had a stroke. Sorry. Yeah, Andrew is white. I knew that. Okay. What's it called? Okay. If Jorge wins this game, I will give you half of my first paycheck that I'm getting at Christmas. If Andrew wins this game or it's a draw, you give me your loft for a year.
Oh, stop. You're wrong.
Some high stakes, bro.
All right, now Andrew's got to bite the bullet and just take the knight.
Right.
Take the knight, rook e8, knight h4. Resigns.
Ugh. Brief.
All right.
Oh, I figured out how to beat Jorge. Just play this nonsense.
All right. If anyone's curious how we got here, also we got everything that we said was going to happen. This is not the position. Why is this the main variation?
Because y'all don't know how to do chess.com Classroom, obviously.
Chess.com Classroom doesn't know how to do itself.
Pause.
Here we go. This is the main variation.
Bro, there are children watching. I don't think we need to open that Pandora's box.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on.
I don't know if you've seen these before, but this is pumpkin spice goldfish grams. Possibly my new favorite snack.
Nice.
Okay, white girl.
Of course.
Whoa.
Yeah, of course it's pumpkin spice, bro.
Oh, bro.
All right. Oh, Jorge played knight d, or Andrew played knight d4. You should play knight h4.
Knight d4.
Knight d4 is a little stronger.
Same idea though.
Yeah, but
Isn't there king g6? I guess king g6, rook g8.
King g6, rook g8, bro.
Oh, there's a mate.
8-3.
Holy smokes! G4. G4 mate.
Well, hey, if that gets played, bro.
I'm looking for it, bro. I'm looking.
You could accidentally fall into that trap.
He may not see it. White may not realize there's a mate.
White only sees it if black is the move.
Now listen, if it was me in this position, I would play c3.
Well, of course you would.
Oh, sure, because you're not good enough to see g4, but...
Nah, pawn mate's better. That's nice, but...
No, I like putting my pieces on the back rank. I think that's better. Yeah, so we got knight c5.
So Jorge does not see the idea, necessarily.
Jorge sees the idea. He would rather be down a piece than down an exchange, I guess. I don't know. All right, we got knight f5. Yeah, king g6. 97 wins a piece. 96 wins a piece. G4
Bro, what if you
wins
play
a
G4?
G4.
What if you play G4?
Well,
yeah, well, you could play G4 to threaten the mate.
He played knight d6.
Yeah, he didn't, but you play G4 to threaten the mate, force the king forward. That's crazy. Oh, that too, yeah.
Or this. But yeah, we have knight d6 on the board.
I thought G4 was like killer though. That looked pretty.
And it looks like a just win the piece and just win the piece and go home.
Yeah.
Looks like a draw was agreed.
Draw offer from black here.
White offered a draw. All right, so the bishop on b3 is better than the bishop on c8, therefore white's better.
Right. It's the only reason.
There's nothing else relevant in the position.
I mean, I'm borderline resigning, bro. This is like...
No, I do resign here.
Might as well just get the pie in the face over with at this point.
Yeah, this is just not good for black. Like, when... Not only are you losing this piece, but you're going to rook trade.
Right.
Trade rooks, you're going to be down about a bishop or a knight, depending on what you prefer.
If somehow you lose in an endgame up a piece like that, I mean, who knows? I've lost an endgame up a piece. Just ask Eric Ney, who's out there right now. Absolutely tragic.
This was a rather quick game, actually.
Yep. Jorge wants to get to Chick-fil-A before it closes. This poor bishop literally never saw what the outside was. He was inside the house all game, couldn't even see out because there's no windows.
Bishop needs to touch grass, bro.
Bro needs to touch grass for sure.
Exactly.
Maybe if we jump over the D pawn and we can capture the... Oh, wait, never mind. This is the wrong position. What position am I looking at? What is this nonsense?
Oh.
We got Jorge playing King G7, which is just, you know, X-clam. Immediate take.
Maybe he's just preparing to set the pieces up.
I mean, I'm guessing we're not going to hang a rook here, so we're just going to take back. Yep, and then we're going to get that position, and...
Ooh, he might trap the bishop. He might not see it.
You might not see it, guys. The bishop might be trapped.
I see at least 4 different ways to untrap that bishop like that. I like that
shit!
One.
Oh shit!
That one's my favorite.
It works, but like, come on, bro. Like, just
no, it's fine. You're controlling the square.
Knight b6 is that's my preference. That's a move I want.
A4, bro.
No, I'm playing Knight b6. Get my knight out of there.
Like try to trade knights.
We got another move. Jorge's just blitzing him out at this point.
Is Jorge winning?
What?
He's enough piece activity to compensate for his piece deficit. Like how good his knight is.
Yeah. Pew. Wait.
Jorge should be probably just blitzing instantly here.
Pew.
If I was Jorge, I'd play this like it's a bullet game right now.
Sack the knight, baby.
Just play like it's a bullet game. Maybe Andrew will too, and hang a piece. That's what I would do.
They'll just reset to like a bullet time control and just play it that way.
Yeah, you just have to make your opponent feel like you've given up, so you just start blitzing it out.
Right.
It's like all the pieces all the pawns are set up to be taken over and over again.
Right.
Knight c4.
Knight c5.
c5.
Just go here, probably.
All right, and now the knight's really well placed, so black is better.
We just we push some P, and then we're vibing.
Push P. Just keep pushing P.
What's funny is here. Go back a move. But see, that's not defended anymore. Yeah. Tragic.
D4, knight e4 on the board.
Fort.
Oh no, well, since this game is over, did anyone hear about Vlad and Hikaru?
I saw that, yeah.
Did someone accuse Hikaru of cheating? Is that what happened or something?
Yeah.
Klemnik essentially insinuated that Hikaru was cheating.
Yeah, on stream, that would make sense. Some people just do it right.
Hikaru's just too good. And yeah, Vladimir just needs to touch grass, honestly.
Vladimir's just shit. He's not good anymore. He used to be good.
I mean...
all the damn cheaters. Finish him off. Oh, way. Let's just play knight c5 here and call it a day here. Oh.
Yeah, bro.
All right, we got to check. Oh gosh.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. I didn't see that.
We got to check.
The king was threatened.
Hey, free pawn.
Hey, hold on. If Andrew didn't see it, he might lose.
His king would just get captured.
Yeah, bro.
Knight c5, exclam. That's fine too, I guess.
Knight c5 allows counterplay with b6.
Then you go back. Knight d7.
And then b5, exclam.
Yep, and you take it.
And then I take back.
And then I take again.
And then I take it. And I have a passed a-pawn.
But I have a knight and a bishop.
But I have a passed a-pawn. Which is worth more, a knight or a queen? All right, so here because black has a better, I was gonna say black has a better pawn structure, but he doesn't really. Because white's bishop is bad on b3, and black's knight is very good on e6. Black is a little better.
Is Chase watching from 2 different accounts?
I don't know. See, he'll see it. Yeah, I made this meme. But...
Oh, this is depressing. Oh, we got G6. G3, man. G3. Wait, what? Oh, we got here, G3, F5.
Bishop b3 being bad isn't really a joke anymore. Bishop b3 is actually fucking terrible.
It's actually what terrible? Care to repeat that?
I think you meant frick.
I meant it's fucking terrible. That's really bad.
All you have to do is watch Hikaru's stream to know he isn't cheating. He's reacting in real time as not even Leo DiCaprio in an Oscar-winning performance could make it look as real as Hikaru. Yeah? Big Vlad is just unaware. He's what my parents would call oot.
Oot?
Oot means out of touch.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. They would say that to me a lot. Like, I'm out. Which is true most of the time. Also, I saw a video, and, like, apparently Vlad thinks that Hikaru and Daniel Naroditsky cheat.
Vlad is just mad because they're better at blitz than he ever was.
Yeah.
If somehow this bishop gets stuck here, I'm going to lose my mind.
Why just play c3 and bishop c2? Like, it's not that hard to get it out.
Yeah, I know, but...
Also, this knight can go to f4 and d5. We should play c3, like, now.
Yeah.
Like, immediately. Knight f4. This allows knight d4 check. There's also a knight takes f4, which still winning, but pawn structure is pretty bad. Holy shit! Black has chances to draw.
Yawn.
Very small chances, but they exist.
What, if he trades knights?
If he trades knights.
Yeah.
By putting all his pawns on dark squares.
Yeah, has White really made that much progress since winning the piece?
Yeah, knight f4, king g6, f6, and h4. I don't see how White... It's very difficult for White to progress. In fact, I'm unsure how to do it. Holy shit. If White takes this, he might draw. There's an actual chance of drawing now.
He's not going to take it.
He has to take it.
Yeah, because there's, like, this coming.
He has an actual chance to draw this if he takes that knight. For anyone who's confused as to why, I take.
Can't you just get your bishop out, like...
No, but here's what I mean. So c3,
yeah,
f6.
Okay, I'm listening.
Not f6, but h6. It says this is winning. I don't show me the win. Oh, the win is king f3, king g3, and the king goes up the h file. That's the win.
Ah.
Yeah, the one is the infiltration on the king side. I was trying to figure out if there's actually a way to draw this. Here, here, and here. 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 Here.
I think Black gets Zeus Wonged, because...
Yeah, I think it's Zeus Wonged like this.
Yeah, I mean, even if it looks drawn, I don't think you can really force it, though.
Actually, this is x1 because the king can't defend e6 anymore. You actually can't play pawn f6. You actually
cannot trade pieces. Go back.
Yeah, I saw you didn't. He played this, and then.
But this isn't good at all.
Ugh, yawn.
Oh, man. Oh, brother. Can't believe Jorgito's getting pied.
I know. I wonder what excuse he's gonna make. You know, like when Tanish, before I pied Tanish, he was like, well, if I move my king the other way... Phew.
Yeah.
Is no one responding? That's awkward.
I'm responding.
You're just like, yeah.
Sure, dude.
It's like I say stuff and like no one responds. That's awkward as heck.
I didn't want to celebrate you abusing a minor on YouTube.
No, that wasn't the reason.
I don't know, dude. Oh, this is depressing to watch. Why are we not resigning? Another check. This for 3 check and be done with. Here.
And a draw was agreed. What is happening?
Is he confused? Does he know what he's trying to... He's like, I'm going to go here and trade off the knights, but he's just going to go here.
Oh, he's trying to defend his bishop so he can play c3.
Oh.
Okay, fair.
Shall play. Oh, man, oh, man. Welcome back, everyone.
For today's video!
Where's Evan, bro? He's just silent.
I think Evan checked out.
Evan's done. Evan doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, a little.
He's like,
Evan,
the high-level chess is done. Now I don't have any more high-level analysis.
Evan, we should play rated rapid games.
Well, right now?
Get it on the OBS.
Oh man, I'm what's it called? I'm washed right now.
Yeah, you might lose to me, dude.
No, that won't happen. I'll do a lot of things, but I won't lose.
I don't know, dude. You did lose the second to last game we played against each other.
I'll play you blitz right now, bud.
All right, I'll send you a challenge.
Yeah, buddy.
Wait. We got to keep up with the game though. Daniel doesn't have it up.
No, I can pull it up if you'll play.
All right, let me. Yeah.
Send me a challenge.
Yeah, well, give me a second. Not rated. All right, I sent it.
Not rated? You see how you click that? You click that not rated button? You're scared, bro. You're scared.
You gonna send my invite, bro?
I don't see the invite.
Yeah, you scared, bro?
He is scared.
See, it's
Yeah, accept it, bud. Come on, big man.
All right.
Time for an easy win.
Come on, bro. The King's Fiend Cheeto symmetrical opening.
Yeah.
Mm. Ugh. How's the game going, Daniel?
It's going.
It's doing its thing?
Yeah. Andrew took a free pawn.
Shall play. Shall play.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I was trying to domesticate you.
Oh, yeah. Jorge dropped his knight.
Oh,
No.
It's game over.
Oh, he resigned?
Well, I don't know if he... No, I think it's still going.
You're telling me he's down 2 pieces and he's playing?
Oh, wait, that didn't happen, though. Wait, when did he take the knight?
Let
It's like king d4. Oh, they put the kings on the squares. Okay, I think that means white won. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that is the match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Henson is about to pie Jorge in the face. So
stay in tuned for that video. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, well, we will wait that. I will stop the stream at this point, unless y'all have any final words for the audience, for the players. But if not, goodbye.
Bye.
See you later, Gators.